Scorpio, what is going on? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct once again. This is going to be your general reading for January 15th through the 31st, that whole time period in between. And we're going to be tapping into your present energies and futuristic energies. Because this is a general reading, it may not resonate with everybody, but if it does, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things that let me know you're watching the channel and it helps you in some type of way. If it doesn't resonate with you, you can always catch me on one of my previous videos and the future videos that I'll be doing soon for the Scorpio. Also, personal readings are open to everybody in the zodiac, so if you want to check me out for a more direct experience, you can email me in the email in my description and we'll set that up for you. Scorpio, let's go. Let's jump right into it. So first, I kind of felt that I needed to tell you guys a little bit about yourself that you already know for some reason. But a Scorpio is a passionate and assertive person. They are determined and decisive and will research until they find out the truth. Scorpio is a great leader, always aware of the situation, and also features prominently in resourcefulness. Scorpio is a water sign and lives to experience and express emotions. Although emotions are very important for Scorpio, they manifest them differently than other water signs. In any case, you can be sure that the Scorpio will keep your secrets, whatever they may be. Just a little bit about Scorpio. We're going to hop right in to your present energy. So this is going to be your present energy right here, Scorpio. Then after that, we're going to move on into your futuristic energy that will be ending January and coming into the month of February for you. Let's go. What's going on, Scorpio? Starting off crowning your reading, we have the Page of Pentacles. So you guys right now could be in a place where you're looking to start something new within the realm of your finances and material wealth. For some of you guys, you could be focusing on the long term when it comes down to your finances. What do you want to do? What do you want to build? Where you want to go? How do you want to build it, right? You know, how do you want to get to point A to point B, or from A to Z? So you're thinking about the tools that you're going to need to build something financially right now. This could be causing you to kind of go into hermit mode, because this is clarified by the Hermit card right here. That is a funny Hermit card. But so you guys could be wanting to kind of just lock yourself away a little bit, or kind of just go internal a little bit, just to figure out what are you going to do to tap into your resources. How are you going to build your financial wealth, your material wealth in this world? So you could be just away thinking a little bit, you know, introverted a little bit, just thinking about the blueprint. How are you going to build what you want to build in your life? How are you going to get your goals and achievements met, right? This could also be, for some of you guys, an offer that could be coming in from an earth sign, you know, or it could be an offer that could be coming in from a career or a job that, you know, is making you kind of go inside to think a little bit, making you wonder whether you should take this offer or not. You're kind of consulting yourself right now when it comes down to your finances. Like, what can I do? What should I do? What direction do I need to move in? You know, and I think some of you guys are wanting to level up maybe within your finances, and you're, you know, thinking of how you can level up. Like, you're thinking about maybe a new career field that you want to go into, a new path of study that you want to go about, you know, pursuing, that's going to bring you more finances. So some of you guys could be thinking about maybe going to school right now, or signing up for some classes, or taking on some courses that will get you certified in a certain area. But this is a new start that you're having, whether it's an offer coming in from a job, but it's a new start in your finances. And you're thinking, you know, very hard about it. I think you're going into hermit mode to consult your inner wisdom about this new beginning in your finances, which is pretty good, Scorpio. For some of you guys, like I said, this could also be an offer that's coming into you, or an offer that you're wanting to make to somebody. You may be wanting to partner up with somebody right now at the moment, and you're probably thinking about whether you should do it or not, you know. Or somebody is making that offer to you, maybe to start a business with you, or partner up with you in some type of way, collaborate with you. and you're kind of just in hermit mode thinking about that offer that's being made to you. All right, so then we move into, right below that, we have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups here could represent you kind of being confused a little bit because you have multiple options to choose from. You have a plethora of things that you could choose at the moment, maybe concerning your finances, or maybe concerning someone that you want to be with, or just concerning your life choices at the moment. Maybe you could have a couple of different paths that you can choose from, because the Scorpio, like we said, is very resourceful and very assertive. So a lot of times people like that attract to them a lot of different options because you can create anything, you know. You're a very resourceful sign, so you can do anything that you want, and that could be causing you some confusion at the moment, because you're like, well, I could do this, I could do that, and I could do that, and I could do this. You're kind of like a jack of all trades, but you're wanting to narrow it down into one path, especially when it comes down to your finances and your career and what you want to do for work. You know, so that's what kind of has you in hermit mode, because right now you could be clouded with the number of options that you have to take or move forward financially, right? Because the Seven of Cups is also clarified by the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands represents stability. It represents, you know, you having a stable foundation. A lot of times with someone else, because this is also the marriage card. So for some of you guys, you could be making a decision when it comes down to someone that you want to have, you know, that type of stable relationship with. But, you know, your decision-making skills could be clouded right now. Or in the past, maybe they were clouded. You could be dealing with a lot of confusion around what decision you want to make, what person you want to choose to be with, who you want to build with, how you want to build, what is going to bring you stability. All those different questions are surrounded. You know, how are you going to get to that milestone that you want to get to, where you feel like you're stable and everything is in place and everything, you know, is where it needs to be for you to move to the next level of financial stability, or just internal stability, whatever type of stability that Four of Wands is representing that. So some of your vision could be clouded, but I don't think that's going to be like that for long, because you have the Sun card right here. Now the Sun card could be coming in to bring you a new perspective. It could be just shining light on things that were kind of like left out in the dark. The Sun card to me represents a new level of awareness. You becoming more aware of your surroundings, becoming more aware of your situation that you're in. And so where you felt cloudy, you know, maybe before, where your judgment felt cloudy, or maybe your emotions were clouding your judgment and you weren't able to make a more informed decision about something or someone, you're going to start to see that that's clearing up. You're getting more clarity now, because this is a universal energy that's coming to kind of like bring you more sunshine, bring you more awareness, you know, brightening up your perspective. You're also having a more optimistic approach to your life now. So that's going to give you a lot of energy with moving forward into what you want to do in the future and completing your task. Maybe before this, you had a more pessimistic view of what you were trying to complete, you know, or maybe like a realist view, which is nothing wrong with that. But sometimes if we're in a more realist or pessimistic point of view for our life, it kind of will stunt your growth when it comes down to you growing or moving forward to complete your goals. And so with this Sun card coming in, it's kind of like another level of awareness that's coming, an inner awakening that's kind of coming in. You could feel the sun shining on you. You could feel the warmth of the universe kind of like, you know, confirming that, you know, you can be more open. You could have a more optimistic approach to life. You could be more happy about some things, you know, especially for you Scorpios that maybe have been having it bad maybe in the past, where you just kind of been on a rocky road. You've been on, you know, a crazy roller coaster that seems like it never will end. I think this card is coming, and these energies that are surrounding this card is coming in for you mid-January, towards the end of January, just to kind of let you know that the universe has your back. Like, you're going to start to see that, you know, you feel like a safety net. You feel like it's a force, you know, that's kind of like helping you out, that's keeping you, and working with you to complete your goals, so you don't have to have everything on your shoulders alone, right? Because before this, you could have been feeling like you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have to do everything for your life. If you don't do it, nothing will get done. And maybe before this, you've been feeling like nothing has been, or no one has been supporting you, especially not God, especially not the universe, right? But you're going to start to see some signs and some things happen within your life, your internal world and external world, that is going to just show you that you're blessed right now. You are, guided from the invisible realm, right? There are energies that are kind of like ordering your steps, that are backing you up, that are behind you, that are pushing you, that wants to see you have the best things in life, right? So the universe is kind of showing you this at this time, and that's why the sun is shining on you. It's also helping you become more like the Empress. You're taking on a more Empress energy because these energies are coming in and shining on you. So the Empress is somebody that is a nurturer. She is like the mother of the tarot, the nurturer of the tarot. And this is probably what you're taking on right now. You being a Scorpio, you're deeply emotional, and you can be a great nurturer. Like every Scorpio that I know has the ability to nurture and connect with people. This is also you tapping into your creativity and your spirituality, because the Empress is deep, inside of her spirituality and her creative gifts. She draws from those in order to create abundance in her life. This card also represents abundance, right? So these vibes that are coming your way, these good energies, these good vibes that are shining your way to bring you a new level of awareness and a new perspective on life, a new optimistic approach, is going to be to transform you into this Empress energy. And I think in a lot of previous energies I've been doing for the Scorpio, you guys have been getting this energy, like the Empress energy, or the Queen of Pentacles energy too. And they're kind of the same to me, but the Empress is just a major arcana, right? So you're going to start to see yourself tapping into your creativity, your spirituality, your nurturing energy, your fertility. You're going to see that a lot of things for you are fertile right now. Fertile. So you can plant a lot of seeds right now and have a lot of new starts and new beginnings when it comes down to your material wealth, or anything for that matter, and see that it will grow quite quickly, I believe, because the sun is here representing, that growth, that abundance, that fertility. You see the sunflowers in the background, that's happening. And it's all because you're finding a new way to tap into your inner child. This sun card also represents your inner child kind of wanting to come out and play, wanting to come out and be seen and show, their self. So you could be kind of showing yourself to people right now, even though, you're in the hermit mode about what you want to do next when it comes down to finances. You still are I think you're consulting your inner child. That inner wisdom is going to be coming from your inner child. And that's what's going to lead you into taking on that Empress, royalty status and movement, way of being, right? So over here we have the Tower card. So there is a shakeup that is coming maybe mid-month or going into the end of January for you. The Tower card represents an ending, right? It represents something that comes crashing down, that pretty much wasn't built on a stable foundation. It wasn't, going to mean you any good. It probably was already supposed to end, but you kind of were holding on to it a little bit. So the universe is coming in and kind of shattering that for you, whatever this is that you're going to see fall apart. For some of you guys, it could be, a job that you're at. It could be a relationship. It could be a path that you're on, that you were investing into, but it just wasn't given back to you. So it has to come crashing down, whether you like it or not, unfortunately. But you have all these other energies, like this Sun card is going to be like the balance of that, right? And I think this Sun card is going to be the reason why this Tower moment happens, because you're gaining a whole new perspective with your life now. You're starting to see that some things you really don't need, which is why that they're going to come crashing down. But this is going to be a movement from the universe. This is the universe kind of making some changes in your life. So it's not kind of going to be done all by you. I think the universe is going to bring this positive energy into your life, and then that is going to cause some things just to fall apart that don't match this sun energy, that don't match this good vibes. Because when this energy comes, which, you know, it could already be here for you guys, it's some things inside of your life that have to be done away with and closed out, and some cycles that have to be ended, you know, and removed out of your life because it won't match this sun energy. Like I was saying, that pessimistic energy that maybe some of you guys could have been having in the past, or that negative, you know, approach to life has to come falling down. And everything that influences you to make you have that type of approach to life has to come crashing down. And that's why you have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords represents you moving away from a way of being, a way of thinking, you know, moving away from a part of your life that was very turbulent. You know, it wasn't stable, it wasn't peaceful, it wasn't serene. And you're moving into more peaceful, serene waters when it comes down to your mind, your mental, you know, when it comes down to the way you think, you know, the way you view life, right? So that's happening. The crash is happening. I don't think it's going to be, you know, very dramatic, though. I just think there's some things that you know are supposed to kind of get removed out of your life, and the universe is just going to help you with it. It's just time, right? And I just felt like some peace, definitely. So you're going to start to have a lot of peace from this happening. Like, I just felt some overwhelming, like, peace coming in for you guys. Once this tower gets removed, once this person gets removed, or, you know, like I said, this job or something that you're involved with, this community, whatever it is, it's coming crashing down and it's being removed, and you're moving on from it. I think you're ready to move on from it, and it's going to give you so much peace. Like, wow, some of you guys are going to get some good sleep, because I just got like almost sleepy. That's how much peace I have. But maybe you haven't been able to get a lot of sleep lately. Maybe you guys have been kind of stressed out a little bit by whatever it is that you've been trying to hold up, but it's just not working. And now that it's coming crashing down, you're going to be able to breathe deep, like, whew, wow. And maybe take a deep breath that you haven't been able to take in a while. And it's going to give you so much peace, which is great, you know. So it's kind of like you're starting off with a new slate, a clean slate after this tower moment comes. Right under that, we have the King of Pentacles. And I think you guys are going to be focusing on your finances. Just like I was saying up front, that's crowning your reading. You know, you focused on what you can build, your future when it comes down to your financial world. And so below that, you have the King of Pentacles, and this is where you're going. This is where you're headed. So you're taking on that approach of the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who, you know, is flourishing, somebody who has stability, somebody who is able to help the people that are around him, you know, help out his family, be a provider. And I think that's what you want. You want to be somebody who is able to provide for your family, provide for your friends, you know, just be that person that people can come to for money, instead of having to be the person that you know, you have to be the borrower. You want to be the lender. And I think that's where you're headed to, especially after this tower moment happens. You know, and for some of you guys, this tower moment is just like an epiphany that you have, right? So it doesn't have to be a major shakeup, like everything crashing down. Literally, this could just be like a shakeup in the way you think, right? So I think this is an epiphany that's going to come in that causes you to move forward, you know, thinking a different type of way, move forward, you know, operating a different type of way, seeing yourself in a different view. You know, it's kind of like that aha moment. And now you're taking on this King of Pentacles, where you can start attracting some material wealth. You can start attracting some abundance in your life, some stability. And I think you're headed towards that ASAP, like, because you have the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands represents a quick moving, passionate energy. I think you're going to be moving passionately towards your financial abundance. you know. So you're going to get a new level of energy, a boost of energy that's going to be coming in, you know, because you're choosing to move away from this tower moment, move away from this thing that wasn't serving you anymore, right? And the universe is backing you up with that sun energy, that optimistic energy. And after that, you're just going to be moving quickly, moving passionately, furiously into this King of Pentacles position, where you are the provider, you are the lender, you are somebody that people come to and look up to for finances and financial, you know, advice. Some of you guys could be going into the world of finances, like taking on a financial job. That's what I just felt like. Some of you guys could be going into a study for finances or accounting or something like that. That's what I kind of feel for some of you. You could be taking on a job or position where you're handling finances, working in a bank, you know, maybe starting off as a bank teller, but working your way up to, you know, a different position in the bank where you make a lot more money. But you could see the world of finances, you know, just being attracted to you right now. You're attracted to that financial world as a career path. So let's move on into your future energies. Scorpio, we have the King of Cups. We have the Judgment card. We have the Knight of Wands again. And then we have the Six of Swords again. So starting off up here, the King of Cups, I think this is your energy that you're taking on. You're showing up in your own reading, Scorpio. You are a water sign, and the King of Cups is somebody who has mastered their emotions. So you could be coming to a place in the future where you're mastering your emotions, you're balancing your emotions, you're not overtaken anymore by your emotions and swayed by how you feel. You know, you're not having a bad day anymore just because you don't feel good. It's kind of like you're putting your emotions into check. You're choosing to check and balance your emotions with your logical mind. And that's what I was feeling with that Six of Swords too. It's kind of like you're changing yourself, you know, the way of being that you have and the way you carry yourself. And that has to do with your emotions, because Scorpios are a deeply emotional sign, right? And so sometimes your emotions can throw you off, especially when it comes down to maybe your finances. Maybe the way you are productive. It could have in the past messed up your productivity, your emotional world, and your emotional state. But you're learning from all the things that happened in the past, all the challenges that arised in the past, and it's making you have a more balanced emotional state. And that balanced emotional state is going to directly affect your financial world and bring your finances into stability. So I see the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles as kind of like the balance of those two worlds. Like your emotions being balanced is what's going to gift you with the ability to bring in balance to your material world, right? So right below that, we have the Judgment card. So this is another major arcana. It's representing, you know, the universe giving you a wake-up call, giving you a rebirth, giving you a resurrection, you know. So you could be having just like a spiritual awakening at the moment, and could be waking up to some things that you want to do, a new path that maybe you want to start. This has to do with something that you've been waiting on, though, because the Three of Wands here represents like you waiting for your ships to come in, you waiting for those things that you know are on the way, but they just haven't made it to you yet. And so you're having an awakening, you know, that has to do with that. Like maybe some things that hasn't come into your world yet has not come because, you know, you had to have this spiritual awakening first. You had to have this rebirth first. You had to come through this new portal, this new way of being that I'm feeling that's happening for you at this time. And then your boats are going to start coming in after that takes place. So in your future energies, you're gonna see yourself having a certain type of rebirth, right? I think it's has been to do with the way of being, the way you carry yourself, the way you see yourself, the way you communicate, the way you know, contact other people, right? the way other people view you. And that is going to bring in some of the things that you've been waiting for a while, right? Your wish list is going to come because you're having that transformation, that awakening, that call from the universe is happening also. So some of you guys are being called to step into a certain place. It could be a spiritual place, you know, being called to become a more spiritual person. And that's why some things maybe haven't come yet, because you're being called to another level of spirituality and another level of awareness, right? To where you're more aware of your spiritual nature, your spiritual side, which is going to bring that emotional balance and also directly affect your finances, right? So we have the Knight of Wands here too. So some of you guys could be dealing with a fire sign that you're connecting to. But I think this is also your energy that you're taking on. You're charging forward into a new financial beginning, because we have the Ace of Pentacles here clarifying the Knight of Wands. So some of you guys are having a new beginning in your finances, and the Ace of Pentacles is very different from the Page of Pentacles. So in the future, something that you decide to take on, like I said, you were thinking about a path that you want to go on financial wise, and you could see some quick growth within that financial path that you're choosing to go into, because you're going after it passionately. And when you have your sights set on something, I think that a Scorpio is one of the people that can achieve their goals very quickly. So you're going to get a major blessing coming in when it comes to do with your finances, and a major new beginning with this Ace of Pentacles that's coming your way. And you're going to see quick growth in your financial area because you're choosing to start a new path. Like I said, some of you guys is going to be within the financial world or accounting or the banking world, and you're going to see quick growth inside of that. Below that, you have, once again, just reiterating that Six of Wands. I mean, the Six of Swords that we talked about over here. You're moving away from something, moving away from that Tower moment. Quickly moving away from those turbulent waters, or the things that was kind of causing you to have turbulence or uneasiness, where you couldn't be relaxed, you couldn't be peaceful. And because you're moving away, you have that sun energy once again that's coming in, just like we talked about that sun energy and your present energy. The future, you're having some sun energy come in, like those great vibes, the great energy that is going to be coming in, the embrace of the universe, you know. So you're going to be feeling embraced for January, going into the end of January, also by the universe. Like, you're really going to feel that love coming in, because you're choosing to leave something alone. You're choosing to move on from a part of your life that has ended. You're closing a chapter and you're moving on to the next chapter, Scorpio. So I like this reading for you. I'm going to end it right there for you guys, and hopefully that resonates with you, that brought you some type of clarity. If you guys liked it, if it resonated with you, then like, share, subscribe to my channel or to the video. Also, if you want a little bit more clarity, I am giving those personal readings, so you can check in with the personal reading and I can set that up for you. Until next time, Scorpio, have a good one.